2020, and here's the first clip from Pilates Leeds, and I'm going back to a muscle I've talked about before, and it's called the piriformis. So this clip is an anti-spasm for the piriformis. So the first thing, what or where is the piriformis? It's a muscle in your bottom, and it attaches to the thigh bone and goes into the back of the pelvis, and its job is to rotate the leg in and out, well, rotate it out really, and also it has a stability function. Okay, why does it matter? It can get terribly tight and overworked, and where it is positionally, it can annoy the sciatic nerve. The tight muscle can just interfere with the smooth transition of the sciatic nerve out of the spine down the leg, and it can cause pain and sciatica type symptoms. So an annoyed, tight, overworked, grippy piriformis needs looking at anyway, but extra especially if you're getting sciatic type pains radiating down the leg. It's something to look at. Could it be the piriformis? Okay, so the last thing I want to just take by introduction is what's an antispasm. Well, sometimes we talk about a spasm and you would say, oh, I just bent down and my back went, my back went into spasm. Now it's a kind of semantics thing. That is a muscle spasm, but when we talk about anti-spasming a tight muscle, it's a different kind of thing. It's where you've got a knot of tension in the muscle and it's not responded to stretching, and you've stretched and stretched and stretched and nothing happens, and then you would think about this technique of anti-spasm where you've got a little kind of area of the muscle that doesn't respond to stretch, so you anti-spasm it. And there's various ways to anti-spasm different muscles, and I'm going to give you one way to work on piriformis. And it's often called four-sign, and here's the reason. You can do this in lying, but sitting's easier. You don't have to bother with lying down on mats and floors and everything. So you put your leg one on top of the other. So there is your sign of four, okay? So that's the first thing. That's the setup position. Second thing is, you're wanting to harness this muscle action of rotation. Okay, so the muscle will cause the leg to rotate, and this is what rotation of the leg looks like. The knee comes up, heel goes down. Okay, so that's the kind of movement. However, you want to use what's called a static contraction. So you're limiting the contraction of the muscle by blocking it with your hand. Okay, how much? Well, you want, and here's where it gets a bit tricky, you want 20% of a maximum contraction. How much is that? So put your hand on your leg and push and push and push and push and think, okay, right, yeah, that's my 100%. I'm making funny faces, aren't I? But you know what I mean there. And then you think, okay, what would be half? What would be quarter? And you want a 20-25% of maximum. If you're really not sure, err on the side of less is more. So make it gentle. Don't add in extra if you're not sure. Take out some if you're not sure. So a gentle little push of the leg into the hand. The hand blocks the movement, so you have a static contraction of the muscle. Okay? So 20% maximum for 20 seconds. For 4 times. So there you have it. 4 repetitions of the exercise, so 4 sign, 20% contraction, 20 seconds, 4 times. And do that on both legs. And you may find you get a different position because maybe one muscle is tighter than the other. Ideally now, this is the bad news, ideally 4 times a day to really get results, but realistically we don't always manage that, do we? So start once. If you feel it working, do it twice, morning and evening. If you feel it working, maybe add in a 3rd time of the day or after you've done a workout. Now, some people can't quite manage to sit and do that because it's a bit tight on the hips, or just in general. You can try leaning against a table or a desk. That can make it easier, or lie down. I'll show you what I mean by lying down. And then put the leg up like that. And it's much, much, much easier for people to do that than for sitting. And that's it. That is your piriformis anti-spasm. And see how you go. Cheerio.
Hi there.
I do hope you found this clip useful. We've got plenty more on the site, and for now I've suggested another one for you to watch. If you want to know more about what we do in Leeds, then do visit the website at pilates-leeds.com, and right now you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and we can do this all again next month. Cheerio!